Do you feel like you are carrying the weight of past mistakes on your shoulders? Hi, my name is Matusz Hanidziar, and today we'll talk about how to release shame from your mind and from your body once and for all. The topic of this video is shame isn't who you are. Learn how to let go for good. When I hear someone say, "What a shame," it always takes me back to one moment in my hypnotherapy training. My mentor stood in front of the group and casually said, "I don't do shame." Naturally, we were all confused. "What do you mean you don't do shame?" we asked. After all, we all had been thinking that shame is something we all experience, something we all carry within us. But here is the truth: shame isn't something you have, it's something you have learned to do. You were likely raised in an environment, whether at home, in school, or in church, where shame was a part of the fabric of everyday life. It was taught to you. Maybe you heard things like, "You should be ashamed of yourself," or "If you do this, shame on you." And because you were a good learner, you internalized these messages. You learned how to carry shame. And now, years later, you keep telling yourself those same stories. But what if I told you that it's not the things you have done that are causing you to feel shame? It's actually the shame that you have been carrying around that's driving those behaviors. Let me share a story with you to explain this better. Now, right now I'm 38, but for the first 36 years of my life, I carried shame with me like a heavy backpack. I thought it was guilt. Well, of course, I feel guilty about what I've done. I would think I had cheated my way through many situations, struggled with addictions, and find myself being dishonest time and time again. But one day, I decided to dig deeper into these feelings. I wanted to understand what was truly going on inside me. And you know what I discovered? It wasn't actually guilt that I was feeling, it was shame. But not just about my actions. I realized I felt shame about myself, about who I was as a person. Shame had become a part of me. It was as though I believed I was a shameful person. But then I decided to make a change. I worked with a combination of techniques to release that shame. And you know what happened? The very next day, I woke up and felt different. I wasn't compelled to repeat those shameful behaviors. The shame didn't take up space in my mind anymore. The emotional home of shame simply disappeared out of my mind. It was as if the weight had been lifted. And since then, I have helped many of my clients experience the same transformation. Once shame is gone, the behaviors that are linked to it simply disappear. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. How can shame just disappear? Now, before we continue, if you are finding this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this with someone who might benefit from maybe letting go of shame. Let's help each other break free from the past and live life fully. Well, let me share why it's possible and why it's so important to let go of shame. First of all, shame prevents manifestation. When you carry shame, deep down you believe you don't deserve good things. You think you are not worthy of healthy relationship, you're not worthy of success or happiness. Why would you, as a shameful person, deserve any of those things? And so, as long as you carry shame, you are also holding on to suffering. You are stuck in a life that doesn't work for you. You won't manifest anything better because your internal belief is that you don't deserve it. Second, shame stands in the way of knowing what you truly want. When you are wrapped in shame, you become overly reactive to the standards of others. You live in fear of judgment, fear of criticism, constantly trying to meet someone else's expectations. And as a result, you lose touch with your own desires and your own values. Number three, shame distorts your self perception. It lowers your self esteem, makes you believe that there is something inherently wrong with you. And once you have internalized this belief, you'll act in ways that confirm it. You'll start doing things that align with that shameful identity. It's a vicious cycle. But here is the good news: you can break this cycle. You can let go of shame, and when you do, everything changes. When you release shame, you are no longer bound by someone else's standards. You start living life on your terms. You get to decide what your standards are and you get to live by them. It's incredibly freeing to live according to your own design. And here's the best part: once you remove shame from your life, you will experience a stronger sense of self than ever before. You will realize that you carried shame because you were a great learner. Yes, you learned to carry shame because you were taught it, but that same ability to learn can now be used to unlearn shame and adopt new, healthier beliefs. You can literally reprogram yourself to believe in your worth and potential because you are a good learner. Once shame is gone, you'll feel bigger. You'll occupy more space in the world. You'll grow into your power and your energy will expand. I've seen this transformation happen time and time again. It's like a before and after experience that leaves you feeling like a completely new person. So, how do you begin to let go of shame? Well, I work with my clients in 2 sessions to help them release it. But you can start right now with a few simple steps. Step number 1: identify the shameful image. What images come to mind when you think of something that makes you feel ashamed? Is it a memory from the past? Take a note of how you mentally represent it, where it is, how big it is, and what it looks like. Step number 2: identify the standards. What standard did you violate in that image or in the memory? Is it something you really want to keep for yourself, or is it someone else's standard? If it's not your standard, decide what you want instead. Step number 3: adopt your most important standard. There is one standard that I found works for everyone: that you are a person that you can notice when you break your own standards and you can adjust your behavior going forward. And once you adopt this standard, you have always two choices in every situation going forward. Either you shrug something off as unimportant because you did not violate your own standard, or when you violated your own standard, you make adjustment going forward and you make amends. So you apologize or you fix the situation going forward. The result: you will never have to feel ashamed ever again. If you are ready to free yourself from shame and live life by your own design, I encourage you to take these steps. The transformation is real. So, what do you think? Does this resonate with your own experiences? Let me know in the comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you the next time. Thank you very much.